This is actually from a DM that somebody sent me in my personal Twitter. So that's also a place if you would like to get on the show in form of email. I also can pick some of my DMs, so you can find me there too. This is from Spooky Dalai Lama. And they say, I've personally been experiencing a lot of gender dysphoria, and I don't know how to deal with it. My partner has been helping me with my makeup, and it has been causing gender euphoria. I don't consider myself trans, but I don't really understand the Enby identity. If grammar mix up. Am I still a man if I enjoy feminine things and clothing? I love grooming my beard and then painting my nails. I feel like I am Enby, but I'm afraid to admit it. Feels a certain way?
Yeah, Enby, but afraid to admit it, would be basically the band name for most of the people I enjoyed hanging out with in college.
Yep. Sometimes it do be like that. So, what I can say to that. So again, kind of pulling into this ongoing question of what is a non-binary identity, what is gender euphoria and dysphoria, and are those the ways that you find out who you are? And again, I want to go back to Sarah's explanation in terms of radar. I think that if it's okay with you, I'm stealing that. I'm going to be using that to describe this for forever now. But for me, here's the thing. You might, if you are wondering if you are Enby, you might be Enby. I don't know very many cis people who are comfortable in their cisness who have this question, but also you don't need to be Enby to appreciate feminine things. So the one component here that is a little bit of a flag for me that it might be more of you finding a new gender identity as opposed to you breaking out of gender stereotypes is the concept of gender dysphoria and euphoria. And those by themselves make me think it might be more than just, oh, I'm expanding, I'm bringing in some new experiences into my gender that I feel comfortable in. If these things that you are doing make you feel better about who you are, if in some way it makes you feel more seen, that is a really good identifier to the fact that maybe there's something here that needs digging out of. Maybe there's a little bit of deconstruction that needs to happen. But it shouldn't be a scary thing because you're not actually changing anything about yourself. You're just discovering more of who you actually are. And if it changes at some point in the future, then that's how it changes. I don't necessarily like to say I was never cis myself, because I think when I was a teenager, there wasn't one gender that I was. I discovered that this is who I need to be now. But this is not me saying forever and ever, this is what I'm going to be. This is me making a statement about who I am in the moment and what I feel my identity is. So if you want to say, I'm cis-ish, which is what I said for a while, I'm cis-ish, then that's a good start. That's a good jumping off point. If you want to say you're gender queer or you gender bend or some less scary term for you, then that's absolutely okay and you can do that. But I would just say, be open to the idea that things are going to change. And the more you pick at this, the more you dig into this possible other world full of gender euphoria and new things and a supportive partner, which sounds awesome and is great and so necessary, you're going to find yourself changing a little bit. And that's okay. Go at your own pace. Go at the pace you need to go at. And it's fun. It's fun. The only problem is the people who would dismiss us. It's not hard to be Enby. It's hard for other people when you're Enby. Mm-hmm. But it's not something that is painful. It's not something that is shameful. It is liberating and fulfilling in the extreme, for me at least. And it might not be that way for you, right? Maybe there is something that you need to address that maybe does cause pain or discomfort, but you're not going to find out unless you move in that direction. And you can always move back, right? You can always say, oh, this is too far. Maybe I'm out of my depth. Maybe this is not something I want to pursue right now, and move back. And that's fine too. This is all on your timetable. This is all on your comfort zone. So explore, have fun, and see where it leads you.
Yeah, explore, have fun, and see where it leads you. I think that is the most important idea around any of these ideas.
Life is so short after all. Why would we spend it just running away and trying to find labels? You people like your labels so much, but I tell you that if you follow your euphoria and explore your dysphoria, you will come to a place that is more you, and it doesn't matter what that label is when you get to it, as long as it is you.
Yeah, and if you find euphoria in no label or in a very broad label, that's great too. You know, it's only as interesting as you choose to make it, and that's super valid.